They laugh at you in the beginning, ignore you in the middle, and fear you in the end. Imagine this. You've been watching, listening, observing, seeing through every mask, every ego trip, and every hidden agenda. You knew what was happening the whole time, but you stayed silent. Why? Because you knew that the moment they realized you were always 5 steps ahead, they'd feel like absolute clowns. Here's a fact for you. Most people don't actually believe someone is paying attention unless they're loudly calling out every misstep. They think silence is oblivion, but you knew better. And now that they've caught on, oh, they're reeling. It's the ultimate plot twist they never saw coming, and you didn't even have to say a word. So let's break down why their sudden shock is your quiet victory, and why, yes, they're feeling just a little bit foolish. Number 1, your quiet observance was misinterpreted. They always thought you were in the dark, clueless to the games they were playing. They assumed your silence meant you didn't notice their schemes, the underhanded remarks, or the manipulative power plays. But in reality, you were quietly taking notes the whole time. You saw the patterns, you noticed the contradictions, and every single time they tried to put one over on you, you tucked that knowledge away. It wasn't about playing dumb. It was about understanding the value of restraint. The truth is, people often confuse silence for ignorance, but silence is sometimes the sharpest form of wisdom. You knew that if you responded to every little slight or deception, you'd only fuel their game, giving them exactly what they wanted. So you kept quiet, biding your time, while they continued on, thinking they had outsmarted you. Now that they've realized you were fully aware of everything, they're left in shock, feeling exposed and, frankly, foolish. Your quiet observance was far from passivity. It was strategy. Every word you didn't say, every reaction you held back, was you holding the upper hand. They couldn't see it because they were too busy basking in the illusion of their own cleverness. But now the tables have turned, and they're left scrambling to figure out how they missed the fact that you were always in control. It's unsettling for them to realize they've been underestimating someone who saw straight through them. And here you are, calm as ever, watching them wrestle with the knowledge that all their little games were never hidden. You were there, fully aware the entire time. And now, they're the ones caught in a game they didn't even know they were playing. Number 2, their assumptions were your armor. They thought they were outsmarting you, easily moving pieces on the board while you stood there, seemingly passive. What they didn't realize was that every time they underestimated you, they were giving you a shield, a perfect cover. Their assumptions acted like a cloak, letting you navigate situations without them ever seeing your true potential. They believed they had you pegged, thinking they had the upper hand, but their own arrogance became your best defense. By writing you off, they handed you a sort of invisibility that gave you more freedom to move, plan, and strategize. People who underestimate others often miss how much they're actually giving away. While they believed you were clueless or weak, they exposed their tactics, weaknesses, and insecurities. They didn't realize that by assuming you were one-dimensional, they'd actually boxed themselves in. So while they were busy flaunting their own strength, you were taking careful steps, outthinking them without even breaking a sweat. The irony is, if they had given you the respect you deserved, they might have been more cautious and held back. But by writing you off, they let their guard down, feeling too secure in their perception of you. Now they're waking up to the fact that you were never the simple, passive person they thought. You were just smart enough to let them dig their own hole. And now, as the truth starts to dawn on them, they feel foolish, realizing that they gave you the perfect cover to stay ahead. They're left stunned, facing the uncomfortable truth that their own arrogance blinded them, while you quietly stayed 1 step ahead the entire time.